Hey, welcome to Morning Jams on the Porch with Leake. I'm Steven. It's Friday, September 12th, 2025, the day after the anniversary of 9/11. Heavy shit. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit later than usual, but we'll get it done. I'm here with Charlie. Come on, buddy. He's hanging out with me today. My buddy, my mascot. Everybody loves this dog. He's my boy. A lot of shit's happened, man. I've kind of been crying my eyeballs out for the last few days. But we seem to have gotten through it, and even worse crazy shit didn't happen today. Dear God, man, like really. I just got back from the huddle house, where I was just hanging out, trying to get my thoughts together. And, just trying to process what's going on. That's all. The Turning Point USA founder, Charlie Kirk, was assassinated the day before 9/11, the anniversary. And the video's been circulating. It's nasty and gross, disgusting. And I've been kind of on the internet for the past 3 days, and it's just like a epic. It's just a brawl of everybody pissed off at everybody else, and for some reason, Democrats are refusing to show basic common decency. When somebody that conservatives love have just gotten killed, they're doubling down, calling them a racist and all kinds of shit. That's not the time for it. It's not the time. The way that you gain followers in anything, you gain voters, it's by appealing to people. You don't cuss them out, call them Nazis after they just got somebody killed. That's kind of the literal opposite thing you want to do. So don't think there's ever going to be a Democratic president in the United States ever again, just because of the reaction of what's happening. This is beyond politics, really. Of course, this killing was politically motivated. You don't assassinate a influencer like Charlie Kirk without it being a statement. Notice nobody's rioting. You can still go to the grocery store, and it's not like burnt down. And you can kill apparently a conservative hero, and nothing's crazy is going to happen. Society will still function. People still go to work and do their jobs, and it's not the end of the world. This is the same thing that happened when the 2020 election was, an argument could be made that it was stolen. It wouldn't be that crazy a thing to say, because there's all kind of anomalous mail-in stuff. There was a giant pandemic during that year, so there's an argument to be made for that. And the conservative majority, the silent majority, didn't go burn their country down. They waited. They went through it, and in 4 years, they voted and made their voice heard and changed things. That's how you're supposed to do it. The thing about Charlie Kirk, man, he was doing it the right way. He didn't promote violence. He had strong opinions. They were mostly just common sense. And people are trying to say all this hateful shit about him, and that of course killing is wrong, but don't celebrate a Nazi. Charlie Kirk was not a Nazi. People, get a grip on yourself. Neither was Donald Trump a Nazi. You can't when somebody gets killed, you don't call them a Nazi, regardless. Even if they were, even if they were a member of the fucking SS, you would not say it about somebody who just died. If you're trying to do anything but lose all your followers and never be voted into office again. If you have any hope of ever having a Democrat politician do anything but be in prison for the rest of his life, you're going to have to show some basic common decency and compassion for conservatives. We're not blood enemies. America, your fellow countrymen are not the people you need to be fighting. There's an obvious strategy going on here, in which the citizenry is being divided straight down the middle. The most effective, the cleaving of half the population, to weaken it. It's being done to all of us. Americans as a group are being weakened by this division. It's one of the oldest political strategies known to mankind. Divide and conquer. We are being conquered as we speak. Some people are aware of it and are fighting back. But you need to stop trying to pull people down like a crab pot. Be nice to each other. These people are your countrymen. It's happening to all of us. We're all of us experiencing it. Whether you're blue or red, it doesn't really matter. Something is happening. It's probably never exactly what it seems like what is happening. It's probably never what it appears to be. Let's just be good to each other for a while. We agree on that. I don't want to fight anybody anymore. But I don't want to yell. I don't want to be a smart ass online. I just want to exist for a while peacefully. It's certainly not on 9/11. I'm not going to yell at another American on 9/11 for God's sake. I'm just not going to do it. You can't make me do it. Shit like that, when you have like a catastrophic cascade of fuckery on major holidays of tragic events, it's not a coincidence, people. It's done on purpose. I'm so sad for us that we can't seem to defend ourselves from it, and neither can we seem to understand what's happening. But it's been happening for 20 years, 25 years. This country spent $10 trillion in wars in the Middle East, in which we decimated all the enemies of Israel. At our own expense, with our blood and treasure. It was our guys getting killed. And if you don't remember that, if you're too young, you don't remember that. There was a time in this country where every week somebody was getting blown the fuck up in an IED. It was coming from Iran. The Iranians were the ones behind the IEDs, and this was known probably to our intelligence guys for a long time, but nothing was really done until it started affecting Israelis, which should piss people off even more, because this was a demoralizing thing in the war in Iraq when the IEDs start chewing people up. It was allowed to just go on continuously for 10 years. Those were the darkest days of Iraq. And it's my generation that had to do it. I know there's probably guys my age who look like me and talk like me, who've been doing this shit for 25 years straight. They've been fighting this war, doing everything they're supposed to do, and their country's getting worse. And they're not even allowed to just go and help their own country. They're too busy fighting for Israel. We've done enough for them. We've practically leveled the Middle East. There's nobody left standing to fight against Israel anymore. They can deal with Iran themselves. They don't need us. My generation has earned a period of peace and prosperity and abundance. I think that's fair. I think the guys my age who've been doing this shit for 25 years deserve a chance to go live to be old men. They deserve chances to have families and kids of their own. They shouldn't have to be fighting their whole entire damn life. My generation has fought longer in a lot more protracted conflict than any other generation in American history. That's a fact. That's just a fact. and we deserve to be able to buy a house for our family. We don't even get to have families. Lots of guys that I know would like to have kids, but they can't because they can't afford it. They can't afford a house. They're living with their parents like me. They have a shitty car and they work 40 hours a week. We have humanity has always produced to abundance. That's a feature of humanity. It's a part of our civilization. We always produce abundance wherever we go. You have to tinker with civilization scientifically, like is the case with communism, to specifically fuck it up on purpose. Otherwise, humans just create abundance like magic. And like I said, it's a feature of what we do is what we do naturally. And especially with fractional reserve banking, with AI, with technology, with the internet, there's no reason. We're so productive. One person can almost do what an entire company could 10 years ago. Yet our quality of life is going down. Our lifespan is going down. Our environment is going down. It's all it's ridiculous. Things need to be getting better for us because we're so productive and it's, we work so hard. We should be demanding it at this point. We've earned it. We've worked for it. We've pretty much built it ourselves. And everyone around the world is getting free shit off of our work. And I'm not going to continue to rant, but that's true. Let's stop fighting with each other. Let's be good to each other. Let's be Americans. I don't want to fight with another guy, and I'm not going to, especially not on 9/11. I'm going to be good to that person because I know he's been through a lot of shit. Probably, and that's true of everybody in this country. I'm going to stop watching the fucking news. I'm gonna limit my social media exposure. I'm gonna go out in the sunshine, play with my dog, and be happy. Nobody's gonna trick me into hating this country. Americans are among the most decent, selfless people that have ever graced the face of the earth. Americans have done more for the freedom of the other people than any one group of humans on earth. If somebody is trying to tell you that we're somehow uniquely bad because we have war and conquering in our history like every other human civilization, they're being dishonest. It's intellectual dishonesty to say that the United States, that Americans are uniquely bad. We're good at technology, we're good at building societies, we're good at organized stuff. That makes us unique. We have unique geography that's uniquely defensible. You put that all together, plus you make us the reserve currency of the world. That's a power. That's how you get a superpower. But the world has experienced a long period of peace because of it. We've exported prosperity throughout the world. That's a fact. And it's because of the United States that the modern world exists. The diseases are being wiped out. That modern medicine is making, life pleasant for people all over the world. This country is objectively a force of good in the world. And if you're dead set on destroying it, I don't know what to tell you. You're in the minority. I feel bad for you. It's a part of this toxic communism where they're trying to trick you into hating your own civilization. They want you to hate yourself. They want you to hate your race. They want you to hate your history. That's not a sustainable way to do business. It's not a sustainable way to have a country or society. And we're going to pivot hard and get back to traditional values in which we can be proud of ourselves because we've done a lot for the world. And that's how we're going to continue going into the future. We're going to get back to what we do best, which is leading the world in freedom and prosperity. We're going to work on our problems here at home. We're going to fix them so people can have a decent life. We're gonna stop burning shit down and rioting. We're gonna start talking to each other. We're gonna get the laws reinstated that prohibit domestic propaganda, because that's what's fucking us up the worst. It's something that President Obama signed an executive order for in 2012, where he undid protections banning domestic propaganda. And that's what we've been seeing for however long that would be, 10 years of state level propaganda against its own citizens. We're going to get that shit taken care of. It's not going to be as bad anymore. Please hang in there. People know what the problem is, and it's just a matter of time before it gets fixed. I very much love you guys. I love most Americans. For the simple fact that we've done so much for the world. It's just objectively true. Anyway, let's play some music. This is called Spring. I wrote this for my baby niece Daphne. She was born in March of this year, 2025. I got to be do something great, and I was the first live music she ever heard. She smiled so much and cooed at me and just lit up. She heard me play. I'm so glad I got to do that. So I get to always say that I was the first guitar and first live music she ever heard. It was a Stephen Leake song. It's weird to say. It sounds crazy. Let's do it. Come on, Charlie. I've got to get some more pink chucks. Mine are raggedy. Spring is here. Dogs playing in the yard. Talk with my dad on the porch. Some hummingbirds buzz the feeder. Spring is here. My mom calls from the kitchen. My sister is coming with a new baby on the road from Charleston. Spring is here. Kids play baseball at dusk. We still have so much to look forward to. New life, new beginnings. Thank God we're alive to see it. Spring is here. My cousin is cutting grass. We exist to build each other up into the cycles of growth. Spring is here. Dogs playing in the yard. Talk with my dad on the porch. Some hummingbirds buzz the feeder. Spring is here. those cycles of growth. Spring's here. Kids play baseball at dusk. We still have so much to look forward to. New beginnings, new life. I thank God I'm alive to see it. Spring is here. I think I'm getting better at that every time I play it. It's really fun to play. It's like the more that you play your own song, it's like you discover more about it, more things that you can kind of explore as you play and as you perform. It's really cool. Let's play something else. One fine day. I wrote this song one fine day for my ex-girlfriend, although we never really got a chance to be much more than just acquaintances. We dated briefly, but it wasn't long after we dated she got diagnosed with cancer. She was a Gold Star widow who lost a Marine in 2009 in Afghanistan. She's also a Methodist minister. And she said if she survives this, it goes into remission. We may have a chance to like have a relationship, and that'd be wonderful. But I don't know. It's pretty tragic and fucked up to even be put in that situation. Whatever higher power that is will be doing that. That's kind of what I've come to expect at this point. I'll be more concerned if something good happened. One fine day, let's play it. Out there doing my thing. I'll come back for you one day. I know it hurts. I'll try to laugh through it. You know how it'll work out. It won't be all for nothing. Each other after all these years. Go heal and be happy. I'll meet you again someday. So when you hear this song, smile and know I love you. Out there doing my thing. And I'll meet you again someday. I didn't come all all this way just to lose heart and quit. You keep me going. It all seems lost. After that we get to choose. A little hand clapping right there. I kind of like it when I play like a pissed off wizard. That means I'm in the zone. I kind of had piss and vinegar in my veins recently. That's just really to get through these past few days. I'm not actually that salty in real life. Sometimes you have to be like that just to survive shit. Methadone. I debated whether or not to make this part of my public kind of thing. It's kind of like, some private health information. I don't do all of my health shit, but I think it's relevant to enough people that are dealing with this. It's going to be helpful to people if they knew that somebody else was dealing with it, because it's such a widespread issue. It's a social problem. Social problem because it was a systemic abuse of our system and our medical system. It starts with our security apparatus smuggling drugs everywhere and us selling it everywhere in our country. Apparently we were just kind of like customers who buy shit, and it's just about taking money from us. It doesn't really matter how many of us get poisoned or killed or have health problems because of bad diet, because of fast food, or how much kids want to have mental health issues because of this tech. These devices are addictive as all fuck. We've been untested, and we're experimenting on our own kids. Hopefully one day they'll be banned, at least long enough to see what the long-term effect is. And these technologies don't have to be a bad, bizarre, crazy, authoritarian thing. It can be liberating. It can be helpful. It can be a tool. It does not have to be crazy and bizarre and a bad thing. It seems like everything is got such a serious kind of malevolent bent to it. It's hard to enjoy life because it's kind of an overwhelming experience. And if that's the case, if that's what you're experiencing, that's what you're getting out of it, please disengage from your computer and your devices. Detox a little bit from the digital world, and go have fun in real life for a while. I promise you it'll be there when you get back. It's not like social media is without value. It can be a very good thing. Because of social media, that we will eventually process a lot of things that are going on in the world that would have previously been untractable issues that we could never solve. But because of the internet, we're going to be able to do that eventually. We're getting around to it. People are becoming aware of what we're dealing with. And these crazy problems, this systemic shit, will be solved eventually. I know that. That's how human beings have always been. Once a problem is known, it hits critical mass, human beings mobilize together and solve it. That's what we're good at. We're good at cooperating in large numbers and getting shit done that helps people. Anyway, this is called methadone. I go to the clinic, to a methadone clinic, three weekdays, three times a week in the morning at 5 o'clock. I take Charlie in the car with me. It's like one of the highlights of my day, driving there in the dark. And the thing about methadone is, I had been on Suboxone, which is kind of a little bit less strong version. It's you do like a regular medication that a doctor prescribes, and you take it like you get a bottle, and you get 30 days worth or whatever. You take it once a day, and it's like a regular medication. But it's a quasi semi-opioid agonist, which means like it's got receptors that bind to the opioid receptors in your brain, and it blocks. It binds with them so strong that it blocks out the other opioid that you might add onto you might take other shit, and it won't do anything to you because it binds so strongly to the receptors. Nothing else gets in. And if you're taking Suboxone, it will prevent overdose. So if you're taking it, you can't really overdose on opiates while you're on Suboxone, or it's very extremely hard to do so. I have gotten off of that and gotten back on methadone just because methadone is stronger. It's a full agonist, full opioid. It provides more analgesic effect. It's a stronger painkiller, but it's more dangerous, and you can die from it if you overdose on it. It's just very easy if you abuse it. So I have to be on top of shit, and I can't let myself be tempted to just sip on it all day or abuse that shit, or it'll kill me. Which, pain's a weird thing. If you've ever dealt with extreme pain, you pretty much do anything not to feel it. It's not like you can help it. You're not supposed to be able to tolerate that much pain. Opiates are a life-saving, great thing that prevent people from experiencing horrific shit. It's a double-edged sword, like all technology. It's also dangerous if you take too much, and it slows down your respiration. You can basically suffocate. So I made a decision that it was worth the risk to not hurt so much, because the past 6 months that I've been taking it, I've been in kind of a creative flourish. I wish I could think straight long enough so I wasn't hurting so much. I could actually create again. I've been in one of the most productive periods of my life, creating my absolute best in multiple fields and multiple mediums. I've almost created an entirely new body of work in 6 months. And I'm having so much fun doing it. It's wild as hell. And I'm going to keep going as long as I can. It's kind of all because I made a switch back to a stronger painkiller, because I made a decision. I needed that to get enough relief so I could have a normal existence. And it's worked. That was the right call, I think. Not everybody in my family agrees, because I'm kind of loopy a little bit. But I'm not suffering so much, and I can actually enjoy my life. Alright, just call methadone. such a piece of shit. My clothes are all dirty. Cigarette burns, nodding off. I finally saved up for a used car. The damn thing broke down in my driveway. I can't be wanted for longer than a year. Before she figures out I'm a giant loser. I'm such a piece of shit. My cigarettes are in my pocket. I'm such a piece of shit. My clothes are all dirty. My cigarette burns from nodding off. I never meant to be a drain on society. I'm such a piece of shit. My clothes are all dirty. Cigarette burns from nodding off. I'm gonna read some poetry for now. You know, sometimes I like pick up this thing and it's like having something physical in your hand that you made. It's a wild feeling. It really is. And I don't really have any kind of concept of like whether this is good or not. I think it is, but I don't really know for sure. It's called Light Through the Pines, 2022, Monarch Literary. Page 40, Glory. I pick up some champagne at the gas station coming home. A plastic rose between my teeth in the doorway. These bubbles go right to my head as we trail off into strings of tender moments, contemptuous of responsibility. Tell me something I don't know about you. We make playlists on our phones and sing on the porch till dawn, harmonizing. Something radiates after a soft night of stargazing lust. The memory foam mattress swallows our mutual gifts. I am guilty. I have lied. But in your presence, ego disintegrates into ephemeral fireworks. Still, you would do better to skip town on a whim than drive to the ocean, so you could feel a freedom beyond the flesh. One Breath, page 43. God is good. I can't explain it. After decades of dismissing hunger pangs, for one perfect moment, all the world was light. We count our dollars as the fallout rains. In Search of Lost Time, that comes from a Proust novel. Page 44. Stoned in the grocery store, romping down the aisles. I'll never go hungry again. The multicolored shelves tower above, endless rows of choice. Abundance serenades me with family-friendly music over by the dollar DVDs as my stomach recoils when a squad car pulls up into the parking lot. Page 45, plush safe. I want to be so good the government kills me. When my phone dings all day, healthy and beloved. The stars see the error of their ways and dazzle me to sleep. each night, where echoes of your laughter birth new worlds. I spent kind of the first 20 years of my career as like a folk musician, honing my craft in lyricism, writing words, to where I can kind of just spit shit out right at this point. It'll be just coherent enough to work. But I'm still kind of a beginner in musicianship and in guitar. So I'm going to spend the next 20 years of my career focusing on learning guitar. I think, and then at some point it'll balance out, and I'll be just as good at guitar as I am writing lyrics. And I can be a proper musician. It's like so much fun though. I never in a million years thought I'd be doing something like this. I'm going to play American Gangster. And then see how much time we have. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm kind of excited to get back towards a normal life. The past 3 days have been wild as fuck. I'm sorry to cuss so much, but Jesus, it couldn't be any weirder. Crazy. I don't know why everybody's, especially I think the left more than anyone else, seems to want to just be so hell bent on having a civil war. I mean, look, man, you can't even go without your meds or a bunch of Starbucks. Do you understand what a war would be like? To the point you're shooting people. So stupid. American Gangster. Charlie settled in for the duration, laying on the porch. I use a Martin picks and Dunlap 0.5. My guitar's named Sophia. It's not good to have a guitar and not name it. I got her for like $50 at a yard sale. I've never heard of the brand she is. Grand, I don't know what Grand is. It kind of fits her aesthetic though. Could be more perfect. Alright. Precipice of a golden age, time of peace and prosperity for all Americans. Keep fighting, keep the faith. Last day on earth. gladly sacrifice for others. We'll never submit to tyranny. As long as my friends and I have breath in our lungs. It's our birthright to live free and safe, to keep what we earn, to speak our minds. We're on the precipice of a golden age, time of peace and prosperity for all Americans. If we can keep the faith, keep on pushing. It's the last stand on earth for freedom of the individual. It's our birthright. Speak our minds. Keep what we earn. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I needed today to finally get past that giant hump that was Charlie Kirk getting killed, 9/11 anniversary, in which Benjamin Netanyahu came on live TV in front of Americans trying to get us snagged into a third front of a war. That was just mind-numbingly disrespectful and abusive, like it always is with Israel. And we'll deal with that as we always have. Keep your chin up out there today. You made it through. It's going to be okay. Whatever comes next, we'll deal with it as a country. Don't let it take your soul. Don't let it steal your heart. You're good people, and you don't deserve this. We're going to find a way to get better for us. It will not always be like this, nor should it ever be again. But don't forget what you've gone through. You've already survived the worst of it. You can survive what comes next. Never forget what you've gone through. Never forget how strong you were. They threw the worst they could at you. You maintained. You beat them back. And couldn't be more proud of all of y'all. Let's smoke one more cigarette and then go to bed for today, I think. And it'll be a good day, and tomorrow will be a little bit better. And the day after that will be a little bit better than that. I'm gonna hang out with my puppy. I'm gonna help keep training him. He's doing good anyway, and he's gonna be a good service dog when he gets a little bit older. Yeah, he's been wonderful. I've just been bragging on him all the time. If you've never had the experience of raising a dog, I highly recommend it. taking care of another living thing will teach you a lot about your own needs. And it will teach you to be will teach you to be more compassionate with yourself. You know, how you can understand how to treat people a little bit better, because you know when you're around, when you're the caregivers of a living thing, you know, it'll help you understand that that thing has needs it has to have. That it will be dependent on you for everything. If you don't do it, it'll hurt it, and that'll be kind of a constant back script running, and it'll make you more responsible. Because you'll do anything to not hurt that thing, to make it have a happy life. And I mean, that's 90% of human beings. So like I said, if you're lonely, if shit's too much for you, that going on in the world, think about getting a dog. They're awesome for that. And if you don't have a bunch of money, you're not going to get like a French bulldog or some shit like that. Check out the York County Animal Shelter, the county where you live in, the animal shelter. They do good work, at least where I am, and I'm happy with them for my dog. I'm pushing an hour already. I don't really want to sign off right quite yet. I think I will. And I'll be back here tomorrow. We'll keep going, and you know, we're gonna build. We're gonna build better. And what pisses me off more than anything is we could have just had, you know, it could have been 30 years of just the 90s, and just continued to be good times. The only reason it went kind of to the shitter and south was because of greedy people had to ruin it for everybody. But we can get back to that. We can get back to those 90s, the time before shit went crazy. And and we can get back to the way it should be. We have to make a hard pivot away from this communist shit and these democratic woke policies. Everyone has seen and lived through the consequences of those policies. Let's not do that ever again, okay? And thanks for being here with me today. Listen to what I have to say. I think it's important, but you may not agree. Not everybody's going to. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy on the internet. But I think I'm a good guy, I think. I've always just said my honest opinion. It's what you get, no more, no less. My best evidence of what's happening. My most honest opinion. And again, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you all tomorrow. And take care, keep your chin up. I'm Stephen Leake. We're going to win.